What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. You too can be great. Hashtag you too can be great on Instagram. You too can be _gr8_channel. This is the Married to Medicine Season 7 Episode 8 review. And I said I will post one. And I'm also going to do one on Love and Hip Hop after this because the episode that did tonight was worth talking about. So let's go on and get into this Married to Medicine because there's a lot we need to discuss. The episode starts off where we left we didn't really start off where we left, but here's Quad having this book signing. We all know she's working in a, like a cookbook and stuff like that. So now she's putting it out. And from what we hear from both when Greg was with her and from Toya's husband, Dr. Eugene, because y'all know he likes to eat, she can cook. So she came up with this cookbook and she was doing a little signing thing. And the only thing that I saw that was memorable outside of her having people there that could sit up there and do like the whole signing thing and signing her book was that Dr. Heavenly always gives underhanded type congratulations. In this particular situation, she gave Quad the kudos, but she did it by saying that Quad failed in her picture perfect line, the one she was doing for the dogs a couple seasons ago. She failed with her relationship and friendship with Mariah. She failed with her marriage. So she did all those digs first before giving him the compliment with regards to her cookbook. And I'm just like, Dr. Heavenly, can't you just say congratulations? I mean, you already went after Toya with her damn house. I mean, come on now. But that's basically how Heavenly gives her this compliment. Now, if you notice, I'm doing this filming in a different setting because I'm not where I'm normally supposed to be. But I wanted y'all to get this video in a timely fashion, so I'm doing this right now. But let's get to the next scene. We're in Dr. Jackie's house. She's renovating. She decides that she wants to spend between $260,000 to $300,000 renovating just one section of the house. And she uses the excuse that because she wasn't able to have children and she doesn't have to spend money on children, she now gets to splurge on certain things that she wants to do. That is the cost of a whole new house. And she wants to spend it renovating an already beautiful house. Now, I understand that if you got money, spend it. But dang, I can tell that her husband, Curtis, is not happy that this is how much she wants to spend. But because she brought up the child situation and brought up breast cancer and kind of put it out there like that, it would be kind of like an asshole move for him to say, no, I don't think we should. I almost felt like it was a little bit of a manipulative way of getting what you want. And even though he supports her, it was just not a good way to go about it. But that part happened. The next thing we have is Dr. Contessa and Dr. Scott. They're eating out with the children. And you can tell the resentment has been brewing in Contessa because it seems like every scene that is her and Dr. Scott, she brings up the program. She brings the program. She brings up the program. She's kind of like underhandedly trying to let this man know that she did not like that he made her quit the school because he kept complaining. But now she's kind of like guilting him, but she's doing it in a very, very like pushy way. The only thing I didn't like about the scene when she brought it up is she did it in front of the kids. There's certain things that as a parent you're supposed to have privately. Your kids don't need to know you and your husband are having problems. And she brought that up. And when her father came, y'all know her father used to do drugs and stuff like that. Now he's back in her life. When he came into her life, she decided that while he was there, she's going to bring it up to him and then ask him if he can come watch the kids while she goes back to the program, saying that even her job wouldn't take her back. She thought that things would go back to normal, which is incredibly naive. She has time. Seniority doesn't matter. And she did this, and Dr. Scott kind of made this comment. You could tell he was just uncomfortable. And I'm looking at Contessa like, okay, I don't agree with how Dr. Scott made her quit the program because of how he was treating her, but you still have to be cognizant of your family. You got your children, you got your grandfather there, the grandfather of your children there. This is not the time or place while y'all are eating dinner out in public to be having such a private conversation. It's not. So at this point, I think like she feels like she's going to burst. She's holding all this anger in, and at some point she's going to lash out at that man. He better be prepared. The next scene we have is Toya and Cesar at their house. They're talking to Miles. Miles, we know, flunked out of Howard the first year he was there. He was very immature. He didn't know how to handle himself the first time at home because he was babied according to them. Then he came back home and transferred to Georgia State. Now he's considering maybe going back to Howard University, maybe doing something else. And Cecil and Dr. Simone decided to go talk to him privately because they don't feel like he's ready. And judging by what he said, I don't feel like he's ready either. Because a couple episodes ago, they were complaining about doing basic cleaning, like trash. She had to have this whole meeting about it. He said that he's more mature, and she said that she doesn't trust him. I don't either. But that was the entirety of that scene. The next thing we have Dr. Contessa and her dad go to see Dr. Heavenly. They're fixing his teeth because when you do drugs, your teeth look like railroad tracks. So they got to fix it to add more teeth to make it look like, you actually didn't do anything wrong. And while they were there, he brought out this 5-carat gold grill that he had. I'm thinking to myself, I thought you were doing drugs. How the hell do you have gold? But he had this 5-carat gold grill. He brought it out. Contessa said, you need to give it to me for all the years you weren't around. I don't know. It seems like every time Contessa opens her mouth and it's somebody about her family, there's something that wronged her. They did something to wrong her. We knew from last season or the season before when she first brought her dad in that he wasn't around. He did drugs. But it seems like whenever she talks about him, that's what she brings up. Either she needs to go see a counselor and get it out of her system so I don't have to keep hearing about it, or she needs to just let it go. Because it does seem like she loves him and she's helping him now in his old age because he wasn't around and that must have hurt her a lot. But if you're now making the leap to go and have him in your life and to move forward, you don't need to constantly remind yourself of all those things because it seems like he is a changed man and he did do better and you have accepted him, which means you chose to forgive and move on. We didn't heard this last season. Now we're sitting up here hearing this season. At the same time, we're trying to get through you and Dr. Scott arguing about that program that he got you to quit. So it's just too much. Your family just seems to always have some kind of problem because you just want to talk about it in the most inappropriate way. He's getting his teeth fixed and we're listening to this. I don't like how she approaches things. I get her point of view, but I really just don't like her approach. They fixed his teeth. His teeth look great. Dr. Heavenly, if anything, I would say she's a great dentist. She's a great doctor because after what I saw with the man's teeth going in and when he looked like coming out, it looked like you just like implanted a whole new teeth. Like he never lost his teeth in the first place and it really did work. And you could tell, his old age, it did look very good on him. So good job, Dr. Heavenly. You did good. Then the next thing, we got Quad's birthday party. Now, y'all know Quad always does something extra. She always wants to throw money. I mean, between her and Toya, I don't know who's worse. But she always does the extra at absolute most. This time, she got acrobatics. She got a female DJ in there. It was an all-white party. I didn't want to touch some of the food because you were going to get dirty. But she did introduce some of her recipe, which is a good way to market yourself as well. She's a good businesswoman. She's there. Everybody's coming in. You got, she said that she wants this entire thing to be flawless like Beyonce because she wants to be like, I woke up like this party woke up just like this. And she also said that she doesn't want, she doesn't want to have any problems. She doesn't want anybody to feel uncomfortable. She had massagers there. It was a really well-planned party. And it seems like whatever she plans parties, from what I've seen so far, from the Dr. G party that she did with the cigar bar, with the strippers, to her dancing, half naked, it was a good job. I do like Quad's parties. I'm just not sure if she's doing this to save face so that she can still handle herself financially with or without Dr. G, or if this is something that she's, I just don't know with Quad. It can go either way. But they flash over to Toya getting ready with Dr. Eugene, and she makes a comment saying that she feels like she's betraying Mariah because Mariah wasn't invited to the party, and she feels like she goes to the party that she's, she's not doing Mariah good, and she's doing Mariah a disservice. Bitch, what? I'm like, Toya, shut up. At some point, I could have sworn Toya and Quad were at least decent friends because I remember Quad being at Toya's house when Toya was telling her that they owe the IRS $100 and some odd thousand, and she's like, dang, you just need to plan. I thought that they were cool. Toya was not cool with Mariah for what, 2-3 seasons? Now that she's cool with Mariah, she's not able to make friends or keep them both as friends. She said, I feel like she did something really bad. Okay, but this fight is not your fight, Toya. It's not. You don't have a storyline, so you're latching onto the person who's going to let you latch onto their problems. Right now it's Mariah. She's trying to get everybody to latch on her problems. You about to fall into that trap, so you want to go to her party. And she does end up going to her party after doing all that complaining. Girl, stay your ass home if you don't want to go. Don't show up. That's how I feel. But Toya's getting on my nerves this season. I don't know. I think she's being fake as hell. But Dr. Eugene tells her that it's none of her business, which is not, and that she needs to mind her business and just go and enjoy herself, that she has nothing to do with it, which is what I said. The next one, we have Mariah, her daughter, and family, and friends like Dr. Jared, Kimberly, Sparkle, Miss Lucy. All of them go. They're celebrating Ramadan. If you know, Ramadan is a Muslim holiday. You starve yourself during the day. You eat before sunrise, and I think at sunset you eat as well. I'm not sure what the exact, I don't celebrate it, but that's the gist of it. You're fasting and you're eating at specific times. When that's over, you go have this big meal together. Y'all celebrate, get into it, and praise God and everything like that. But here's the thing. It's supposed to be a religious holiday. It's supposed to be something that there is a blessed holiday. And in the midst of all of this, Mariah decides to bring up Quad's name, and Quad ain't even there. I think at this point, this woman is obsessed. We are talking about, you are at a religious event and y'all want to bring up Quad's name, and in the midst of that, they call her a hoe. Oh, she's always been a hoe. I'm like, what is wrong with y'all? I don't like the accusation that Quad made. towards Mariah because I thought it was sinking low. Just like I didn't like the accusation that Mariah said that Quad slept with her sister's brother, because the timeline she gave was prior to her dating Dr. G. And Mariah herself said that she's been friends with Quad even prior to that. How is you gonna know that your best friend slept with your sister's man, but you chose to be friends with him anyway? That doesn't sound right to me. It seems like something is missing in that phrase. So I find it very hard to believe that that was the dynamic, because I wouldn't do it. And Mariah seems like she wouldn't be friends with somebody who does that to her sister. So I don't know it to be fact. I don't care if they got into a fight. I don't care if it was something that, because if I hear something the first time, I could beat you up and then find out later that there's some pieces missing, even if I thought you were a hoe. But now, after that accusation, you got Quad saying that Mariah's doing drugs. They both had gone down to that gutter place and are literally poking each other where they know it was going to affect each other. But here we are specifically dealing with Ramadan, and you're bringing this up in front of people that are not even part of the show. Y'all made the whole dinner about Quad, and she ain't even there. And she's like, well, I don't even want to go to her birthday party. I'm thinking to myself, Mariah misses Quad. I feel like she misses Quad. But instead of saying that she misses Quad, they're doing whatever they need to do to get each other's attention. If it means saying something cruel, they'll say it. If it means bad-mouthing you behind your back, they'll do it. They're doing whatever they need to do to get each other's attention. But Quad seems like she's ready to move on, because she didn't bring her up at all at the party. Toya did. Meanwhile, you got Mariah talking about her. So I didn't like that that was the setting that she chose to bring it up. I got a call, and I understand the lighting in this one is not the best. I'm sorry about it, but hell, this is the best I can do today. So y'all forgive me next time I do better. Let's move on though. We got Quad's birthday party. They flashback after the whole Mariah scene. It's lit as hell. Everybody's coming in wearing their white. Toya's fake ass decides to bring up Mariah. She was complaining in her scene that she feels like people are going to ask her about Mariah and she's going to feel fake, not defending her friend and stuff like that. But she's the one who brings it up. Toya, shut up. Just shut up. I'm sick of her. But she brings it up, heavily makes a crack at her about it, her saying it. Then they start talking about the gift that Heavenly bought for Quad, and Heavenly said that she bought her a vibrator from Liberator. I think that's what she called it. Vibrator from Liberator, when her and Jackie went to that place when she was trying to do like a research for her sex book or sex toy book, whatever the case is. And Toya makes a comment saying, don't let a man taste you before you taste yourself. They flash back to Dr. Simone saying that when Cecil goes downtown, she don't want to know what she tastes like when he comes back uptown. And then talking about, well, have you fixed that stank? I'm looking at Simone like, we are never going to forget that you said it on national television, because we always going to remember that you make that insinuation that your stuff does not smell fresh after he's done with his face down there. So that always has me laughing when they bring it up. Heavenly then says that she knows what she tastes like because it's based on what she ate. Dr. Jackie's messy self decides to say to Heavenly, so what you taste like? Basically, she brings up Cheetos. They're saying that Dr. Heavenly tastes like Cheetos, and I died. I was like, Cheetos? That's what she tastes. Dr. Jackie her shades and her reads are on point. The problem is people think that a lot of people may think she's not as shady. She is, and she does it, but when she says it, it really it's really harsh. She can be really harsh. She told that girl she tastes like Cheetos. Oh my God. Then Quad decides to give her a speech. During her speech, she calls Selena Rashawn. And she says that Selena Rashawn, a girl who I believe it showed that she was one of the girls on Sister Circle, she says that she was ready to give up on women, and that she felt like she was ready to give up on women supporting each other when she was going through one of the worst times in her life, i.e. a public divorce, knowing that Dr. G had cheated on her, had a woman in a hotel room, all that whatnot, all their business being put out there. But she's saying this with Dr. Jackie, Dr. Simone, Toya, Dr. Eugene, Cecil, all them. Heavenly sit right in the corner as she's praising Rashawn, talking about how she's such a great sister friend and how she's so, the best thing that happened to her during that time. So Simone goes on her confession and says, Toya Quad just shaded us, which it was shade as hell. Because I know darn well that Quad doesn't feel like Dr. Simone was supportive, because Dr. Simone last season when she came in, remember she said, Quad, catch us up. And it came in a very bad place. So she felt like Dr. Simone was definitely not supportive. But Dr. Simone and Toya been looking for a reason to leave. And because Dr. Simone was going to leave, she left with her. So Eugene, Toya, and Dr. Simone leave because apparently what Quad was saying was shady, which it was. And then after they left, she now decides to call the other girls, Heavenly, Simone, Dr. Jackie, and asked, where's Simone, where's Toya, so she can now commend them on whatever little they did for her when she was going through her divorce. But they had already left, and Contessa lets her know that some of the girls felt some type of way about what she said, and they didn't left. In her confessional, Quad said, "What, you mad that I didn't call you first?" I'm like, Quad, you know what you were doing. It was shade. It was a lot of shade. I saw it. The whole world saw it. It was shade. And for you to invite people to your party and say stuff like that, it was rude. Whether you called them first or not, you said that you gave up on girlfriends. And those are girls you hung out with when you were doing the show. They kept asking you about your marriage, trying to support you. You were just disappearing. You said you didn't feel the love, but it's almost like you just didn't want them to pick a side and make you feel like you were doing something wrong, leaving Dr. G. So you just didn't tell them. You didn't involve them into your life for them to give you as much support as some of them may have wanted to. So now to come up here and say that they weren't supportive, it is fake as hell and it is fraudulent. You invited somebody to your party just to diss them like that. So I understand why Dr. Simone left and Toya left, because that's just not a good place, a good way to say it. But she said, oh, I called them second to commend them because they were there. Whatever. Then somebody comes in, stage as hell, and says, oh, Quad, I have something for you outside. Come. Quad decides to show everybody the Lexus she done bought herself for her own birthday. She bought a car for her own self, surprised herself with a damn car. I said, Quad, I feel like Quad is trying to show up, you know, show up and show out. I think that she's trying to show that she's living her best life. I think she's trying to put on the facade that she was not gold digger when she ended up with Dr. G, and that she can do for herself more than what he did for her when they were together, and that she is going to show it whenever this camera's around. She's going to show what she did with this lavish birthday party, and she sure did it when she brought that Lexus. It was no damn Mini Cooper, like Contessa said. It wasn't a Mini Cooper. She don't look like a Mini Cooper girl. And they flashed back to Dr. G leaving the house, driving, speeding with that Mini Cooper down the street, and she had herself a Lexus, and she wanted to make sure we saw that Lexus. She acted shocked, like, oh, I didn't know it was going to be here today. Yes, you did. You planned this perfectly the way that you want to. As much as you planned and you plot, you want me to believe that you didn't know this Lexus was going to be here while everybody was here to see the car you didn't buy for yourself? Girl, bye. She bought that car to herself, and basically this is how the episode ends. They do show what's to come, the future episodes. We done heard that somebody told the new girl, I keep forgetting her name, the one that thinks she's all that, the new girl who's married to the white American man. I forgot, I keep forgetting this Buffy, or not Buffy, how she said that she wants to have a baby, but they told her that she might be infertile or something like that. Then you got Heavenly said that if Dr. Jackie's pissed off, he must have done something wrong. And I mean, it was just a lot of things that it seems like Buffy's going to be an issue. And then Quad is talking about how the friendships come together and keep breaking up continuously. You show the men get lap dances by women when they're married and not supposed to try to get the girls back for the sip and paint, the Toya plan. You see Dr. Heavenly get mad at Daddy. I mean, it's going to be a whole mess to come. So I can't wait till they unleash the debauchery, because it seems like they've been kind of slowing down this season. I need them to come with a mess so I can have something to talk about and let y'all know what's going on, because this is life, it's entertainment. We want to see y'all in reality TV at least fake it and make us know that think that this is actually what's really going on in real life, like you're supposed to. I want to see it. The viewers want to see it. We all want to see it. Anyway, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you can get tea when I post it. I appreciate you guys supporting me so far. My phone keeps going off. I'm so sorry, y'all. But thank you so much, and you guys have a good evening. Bye.